How are you doing today? I'm doing great too, thank you. Please come in, have a seat. You can sit down on our big, comfy chair or on the couch if you'd like. Either one is good with me, doesn't matter. But thank you for coming to Phantasma Vacations. I'm going to be your travel agent today, and I am well traveled. I've been all around the world, and I guess you can say I'm retiring from traveling. Yeah, I know. I am a retired vacationer, so the rest of my days will be spent working. Yeah, I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but I'm here for you. I want you to be able to vacation, and if I'm on vacation, then I can help you go on vacation. So that is what we're here for. That's what we're all about. We're customer based. We're not selfish based. So I'm here for you. Yeah. All right. Well, if that sounds good for you, what I would like. My name is Trey. Yeah, I'm your agent, and what I would like to do is first. Let's see. I have your packet here. We don't need that yet. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some of your information. If you will, let me get your name. All right. All right. Last name. All right, how do you spell that? Did I? Oh, I misspelled it. Sorry. All right. There we go. All right. Great. Okay. So the thing is. What I'm gonna need, since you're gonna be traveling abroad, that's where you want to go abroad, right? Yeah, smart. Why would you want to, travel around in, America? We want to go far away. So now I know that you've, you specified that you will not be going alone. Okay, good. All right. Well, we'll get their information some other time, but right now I just need a phone number. Okay, phone number. All right. What's your address? All right. Okay. And so, what is your date of birth? Okay. All right. Great. Perfect. Okay, thank you. All right, so how many days are you planning on going? Oh, wow, long vacation. Oh, me? No, I don't have any days off. I work 8 days a week. Yeah. So that way you can go on vacation for, 7. So I try to give it 110%. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so, all right, so what's your closest relative for the case of emergency? You want to get that number? Perfect. All right, what's their phone number? All right, perfect. All righty. Okay, and what is your job? All right, this is just for accounting purposes. And your salary, about how much do you think you make? Is it like 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80. Okay, perfect. All right. I know this is silly, but I have to ask, male or female? Or do you not wish to answer? Okay, perfect. All right, and your race. All right. All right, ethnicity. I know, I think these are silly questions too. Okay, now, before we even go any further, do you have a passport? You do? Okay. Because I say, if not, or any of the people that are traveling with you, if they don't have one, then what you can do is you can simply, we can get that expedited. We can actually get you one overnight. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but in the case of emergency, you really need one. All right. So I'm just writing a couple notes here. Got dots and pause here. All right. So let's see here. Do you have this is because of everything going on. It's gonna ask, have you been in any other countries in the past 12 days? All right. All right. Let's see. Do you have like any health conditions? All right. That's all right. Okay, dokie. All right. And where would you like to mail the receipt to? Or would you like an email? You can either email? Okay. All right. Now, I know this seems silly, but I actually have to write all this down on paperwork because our computer's down. So I'm going to write all this down, and then separately I'm going to type it in, so that way I can put it there. We're still kind of new here. We're changing everything. We moved from a previous location. This is just a lot better. It's smaller, more affordable, and that way we keep our costs low, so we can give you guys the best possible deal. Sounds great, huh? It is. Yeah. All right. So, perfect. Now, I guess I want to say, who's coming? Who's gonna be traveling with you? Yeah. All right. And let's see. Anybody else? All right. Their names. Now, I don't really need any of their other information. I just needed to know. It's really optional. You didn't even really have to tell me. It's not really pertinent to what's going on, but I just like to get that just in case, so that way if we do want to book the same flights or whatever, we can get them too. But I know that you just came in for yourself today, so that's fine. Okay, so this is the thing. Now, I'm going to tell you, I can show you some brochures, but I think it's better if I just tell you about it. All right, so, but first, before we do that, before we get your packet and information and all that, let me go ahead and type some of this stuff in. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I've actually been in this. I've actually been doing this for quite a while now. I don't know. It's just something about. It's just something about helping people enjoy themselves. Because a lot of people, they don't know exactly where to go, and so they may find like an ad on the internet or something, and they think, ooh, that looks like a really great place, and they go, and it's actually, they're not really getting the best deal. Some people go on Groupon, and they go on a variety of other different sites. Like you can either do, I think, I don't know the name of that other site. It's actually a pretty good one though. But the only thing is that they're really overpriced. Oh yeah, you can do like Travelocity, you can do Priceline, all those. But and you can do other travel agents, but we specialize in extremely low cost. We don't do very much commission. We don't make much commission. The way that we make our money is it's just simply subscribing. Yeah. So you don't even have to pay anything today. Isn't that great? All you do is subscribe to the channel. Maybe even hit a like for like a tip, and you get to go on your vacation. It's like simple as that, and that's why we've been so successful. And yeah, that's true. We actually, if you notice, this channel just reached 50 subscribers, which is actually pretty exciting for me personally. I never even thought that we would even get to 10, much less 50. And for me, it's huge. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys out there, guys and gals. It means so much. I was going to put the names here, but when I get to 100, then I'll do a little special thing where I put all the names down. I can't actually see all of my subscribers' names, but I can see quite a few, and I know the ones that have commented multiple times. So when I get to 100, I will definitely do a little special shout out thank you to all of you guys. And but today we're just going to give you a nice vacation package. I think that's a pretty fair trade-off, right? Yeah, that's right. It's going to be wonderful. So now, okay, so I'm actually going to put a little bit more of this information in here, and just notice that I know that you may have a special place that you want to go to, but I'm actually going to tell you to go to the places that I've been to. Now that's the special thing about what we do here. And if I've never, because I've been all over the world, so well, I say I've been all over the world. I've been all over the Caribbean. Let's see here. I have to get my assistant to fix that. God, so much paperwork they have us do. I say they, I'm the owner. Why do I do this to myself? All right, I actually have your some. These are actually plane tickets, but the cool thing about these plane tickets is you can insert them into this machine that I have, and it prints it right onto to these blank ones, and then boom, you've got brand new plane tickets. Oh wait. Okay, that's actually. I may have lost one of your papers. I don't see, because the ones that you emailed me, I'll notice about your banking information to pay for it, and then I was sending it back to you saying that you actually don't have to pay anything, but we do have to have it on file for tax purposes. Yeah, because the way that it works is the vacations are free, but you have to pay for the tax of the vacation. So that's why, but it's really low. I mean, you're looking at pennies on the dollar compared to what most other people would pay. I mean, nothing. I mean, you can get like a $3,000 vacation for, $300. That's nothing. All right. One second here. So let me type this in, and then we'll get right to the vacation. Okay, and are you going to be flying out the nearest airport? Okay, because right here I have to put in, you know what, I forgot to put that in on this, I'm sorry, just bear with me here. I know that you want to get on your, you want to get in and get out of it, but, alright, so which airport are you going to be going at? That one, okay, right, the newest one, okay, but there's the closest one, because there's two here, and there's one that goes, all right, the straight one, okay, that way, all right, that's actually really good. All right, so that way you'll only have like maybe one stop, but more than likely, since it's international, we can get you straight there. It just depends on the day. All right, so we'll do that. And are you going to be doing parking at the airport, or is someone going to drop you off? Are you going to Uber or Lyft or taxi? Okay. Alright, and then, okay, perfect. Alright, I think that about does it. Alright, so let me tell you. So you're going to be going for 1 week, 7 days. Okay, well, there are a couple of different ones that I would recommend. And now, what I would suggest is, do you want to go with kids, or do you want there to be kids there, or do you want it to be just all adults? Okay. Alright, well, for the all adult one, it is more. There's quite a few places now. One of my favorite places, and you're gonna get the best places. Actually, the only 5-star um, luxury vacation in the Caribbean, and that is going to be with none other than Sandals Resorts. Now, Sandals actually has a variety of different locations. Now, let me just punch in here on my device here. I actually have a vacation device here. It's pretty cool. So, with Sandals, the best ones that you can go to, I think, in my opinion, is Barbados. Barbados is the most, if you like luxury combined with modern appeal, that is the absolute best because they have the newest Sandals resorts there. Absolutely amazing. Now, you will pay a little bit more, but it's absolutely worth it. Now, for 5 days for 2 people with airfare, you're looking typically around $5,500 US. Yeah. Now, I would actually recommend if you want to go a little bit more budget, you can still have an amazing time with the same 5-star service for easy. I mean, for only maybe we can get you for about $4,000. How does that sound? Pretty good, right? Right. Now with this one here, I think that with the Barbados, now the Barbados one, they have 2 of them. They have the Barbados and they have Royal Barbados. Now the Royal Barbados actually has, I don't know if you like pools or anything, but they have an infinity pool and it's massive and it's huge and it's on the 3rd story. Now here's the Royal Barbados is actually a little bit more expensive than regular Barbados by about $1,000. However, if you stay at the regular Barbados, you can actually travel to the Royal one, and they're only about 10 to 15 minutes away. You can actually travel there for free. Yeah, that's right. You can bounce between all of the other ones nearby. That's the only thing about Barbados. They only have 2. However, they're really close together, and when you arrive from the airport, they're only about 10 to 15 minutes from the airport as well. Now, that's really good because I'll tell you one of the best ones and one of the most popular ones is actually the Sandals Resort and Sandals Grand St. Lucian. Now the Grand St. Lucian is actually the Sandals Grand St. Lucian is actually a very, very large resort, and they have all kinds of different areas where you can relax, and it's very romantic. You can sit by the beach. They have canopies. They have like floating beds, hammocks. They have little dome chairs. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. But what the signature point of that resort is, if you like to mingle with other people, they have a pool bar. Yeah, it's right in the middle of the pool. Everyone gathers there. The water's crystal clear. It's absolutely amazing. Now, I would recommend those 2. I think out of all the ones are, in my opinion, the best ones. I've done the Jamaica ones, which are really nice, and I've done the Bahamas ones, and they even have Antigua and Grenada. Those are all wonderful. They really are, but just in my opinion, for what you want, if you want to do adults, those are the best ones. Is the Barbados because of how eloquent it is, and the Sandals Grand St. Lucian because of how big it is and how much there is to do, and you're right there on the beach. Well, they're all on the beach, but this one they have a lot of the sports right there. Some of the other resorts you actually have to take a bus to get to the water sports. Now the cool thing about the Sandals, it's all inclusive, which means that all of your food is automatic. It's included. All of your premium liquors, if you drink, are included. They also have the all of their water sports are included. The scuba diving is included. Yes, that's right. The golfing is included. All of that it's all included. And the thing is tipping is not allowed. That's right. You're not allowed to tip because they want you to have that experience of just going and enjoying yourself and not have to worry about how much you're spending, right? And that's the true feeling of a vacation. You can go to other ones where it's included, but like cruises, for example, it's included, but they want you to tip. You can do prepaid gratuities on a cruise, but after every single drink you order, you have to write down a tip or no tip, and it can make you feel a little awkward when you have a waiter or waitress bringing you a drink, and then they give you a receipt, you sign it, and you don't leave a tip. It makes you, it's just an awkward exchange. So at Sandals, there's none of that. All right, so you really feel like it's wonderful, and you have room service every morning. You can get, or they make your bed and stuff. You can have room service. You have the food brought to you. If you never want to leave your room, you don't have to. And that is just the best. And that's why I recommend those. Now, let's get to the last thing I want to talk about is actually the Beaches Resort. Now, if you want to do the beaches, it's owned by Sandals. It's the same thing, all-inclusive, 5-star caliber. The service, outstanding. And with that, you can't have kids. It is a family resort. Now, these typically aren't as nice as the Sandals ones. And I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. If you have a bunch of, kids, I guess, just running around, jumping on things, they're going to break some stuff. So, you don't want it to be too nice, I suppose. But it's still, really, really great. The service is wonderful. Now, at these beaches ones, they have a lot of different activities for the kids as well. So, like if you want to go out and spend some time by yourself, they have a nursery for different ages, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, different age groups. And they'll watch your kids, they'll keep them active. Yeah, I know. I actually had some people go recently, and they brought their kids. The kids wanted to go. They were worried that the kids would hate it, or that the caregivers would not know how to care for their kids. Well, they were, they put their kids one day, they had a dinner, right? They watched the kids for a couple hours. The next day, the kids were like, I want to go back. And that service is included. Isn't that wonderful? Absolutely amazing. Tipping is simply not allowed unless you do spa services or if you have the butler. The butler's like the next level room. But yeah, so there's a bunch of different ones. But the beaches, they only have in Jamaica right now, but they have 3 different locations. The Caicos and something. The Caicos one is actually the biggest one. But I think the Negril one, for the price and for what you get, is the best because they have water parks. Yeah, big water parks with big slides. It's a really wonderful time. And then if you want, you pick whichever one you want, and then we'll get you all booked. I'll get your flight information. We'll get you booked for some excursions. So you just tell me what you want. Which one are you thinking of? Perfect. That is actually the Barbados. Oh, you're going to have a wonderful time. That is actually good if you can swing that. And we can actually do a payment plan. The cool thing is for us, you don't even have to pay anything. You can do a like now, and then maybe a week or 2 you can do another like, and then maybe a month or so you can hit the subscribe button. Yeah, and then your vacation will be paid for. Or you can pay for it all at once. You can subscribe now and like, and hit the notification bell. Either one that you want to do is totally fine with me. But we're gonna book this vacation regardless, So we're gonna do that. Okay, well, we're gonna book the Barbados one. Okay, great. Now, all right, let me just. This is great. I'm so excited for you. All right, perfect. Okay, so if you're doing a Barbados, let me see. So I got the Barbados package here for you. Now, let me see here. Okay, so you're gonna fly. We're gonna leave on. Now, actually, I figured it out. It might save you a little bit on tax if you leave on a Friday. Is that okay? We're gonna do that. Leave on a Friday. Okay, so let me. All right, perfect. I love a good little vacation package. Huh? Okay, so. I'm gonna write your name on it. Perfect. Okay. gonna do is, let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put down for that day, that time, your airline. Let me see here. Let me look online real quick. I'm gonna go for 7 days. Okay. Now, is this for a special occasion or just because? All right. I just wondering. I asked that because sometimes they'll do something nice, like if it's a honeymoon or anything like that. They'll give a little something extra. Everyone pretty much says special occasion, or if it's a baby moon, you know, baby moon's where you're gonna have a baby, and since you're not gonna be able to vacation for a while, you go ahead and go on vacation while you're pregnant. Yeah, so it's kind of like a last vacation kind of thing. Baby moons, it's a thing now. All right, yeah, very popular. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll get you to. Perfect. You know, we might even be able to get you. I'm trying to get you the best deal. Now, do you want to do the Butler package or not? Okay. Well, in my opinion, I think the Butler is really kind of cool, but in my experience, one Butler is not just you. They actually do a bunch of different other rooms too, or some other couples too. So I think it's best to just not do it. But some of the rooms, if you want the really nice room, they come with a Butler. So. It's really just kind of up to you. Now, if you just want to do, now they have the swim out pool where, okay, so in this room here, you basically, the swim out pool, they have the basic rooms and you have a beautiful view of like the gardens and everything. But the swim out pool, you open your door and it's just the pool and you can just swim out until it's really amazing. Yeah. So they have that one. They also have the one where it's really nice and you have like your own private jacuzzi and you have like a little mini pool in the back. You can do that one. But I think that it would be better if you got a night, because they're all really nice. If you just got one with the garden view, this one here, you can actually still see some of the ocean from a little bit of the distance, but you have a view of the pool and the gardens, and it's absolutely breathtaking. And so it's a really good deal, and it'll save you a little bit. And also, you can have more to spend on excursions, which is what we're about to get to. So we're gonna. Does that sound good? All right, great. I'm gonna put that for you. Trust me here. I'm gonna set you up. You're gonna be happy. All right. So with that, we're going to put the. Let's see. We're gonna put it. Can we do the airfare in the morning? Because if you do that, you're gonna have a little bit more that day. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, this is actually gonna have a straight flight. So if you leave at 6 in the morning and you have to be at the airport like at 4, that's good. But I think you should go at 8 in the morning. Because you get a little bit, like a little bit more sleep, and yeah, let's just try. Let me do that. All right, we'll do that. Okay, perfect. All right, so we got you at this room. We'll put all this right here in this package. We don't even need this page. Go straight to the front. Let me see. Let me find this page. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Excellent. All right, so right here. So we're going to do this one. Okay. And so whenever... All right. Perfect. All right, so what kind of excursion do you want to do? Like water excursions or land excursions? Oh, right. So a little bit of both. All right, so let's do one of each. At least one of each. And when you get there, you can look around and book some more if you'd like. Sound good? Okay, great. Now the dinners, you just make your reservations when you go there for all of your dinners. You make reservations at some of the restaurants the day before, between 9 and 5. After 5, then you just have to go to one of the walk-in ones. But they have 12 different restaurants at this one. Yeah, right. 12 different restaurants to choose from. Isn't that amazing? And they have 2 other resorts. Well, 1 other resort. Sorry. Never mind. But that's right. You're doing the Barbados one. I forgot. All right. So we're going to put you right smack dab closest to one of the restaurants and near the elevator. That's where your room's going to be. so you don't have to walk as far. All right. Also, you could take the stairs. The stairs are right next to it if you don't want to. All right, so let's do. All right, I'm gonna do this. Just put this for you. We're gonna set you up with this wonderful. I mean, it's going to be an amazing, absolutely, absolutely wonderful. It's a sunset cruise. Tell me, you're gonna love it. Sunset cruise, and all you gotta do is let me see here. No, I don't have any of the information. I threw it away on accident. Yeah, I know. Silly me. I thought that it was spam. You know, you get that ad mail, but it wasn't. And it's gone, but it's okay. I'll get one emailed to you. All right, so on this excursion, you go out on this cruise at like 5 o'clock. The sun sets at about 6, right? They serve drinks. They serve food, little hors d'oeuvres or whatever. And it's about a 2-hour thing. So you go out for 1 hour. You go to one area, you see beautiful landscape. Like I'm telling you, they have like some mountains over there. You can see like some of the city. It's gorgeous. And then you just kind of hang out there for a little bit and you watch the sunset and the sky and the water and everything. It's absolutely breathtaking. And then you come back and then they turn the disco lights on. The music gets loud and there's basically a party on the boat on the way back. It's a wonderful time. Now, I would actually recommend doing that one. And as far as the land one, I would see the local culture. Yeah, the local culture run. You basically go all the way around and they show you a bunch of different historic locations. You see some of the history of Barbados. It's actually wonderful. They also have some local food tastings. And you actually go, it's actually a Segway tour. So you get on Segways and you just kind of segue around part of it. That's half of it. The first half, you actually take these dune buggies and you see some of the scenery before you segue through the towns. How does that sound? Oh yeah, I'm telling you, you are gonna love it. Oh, great. Okay, so perfect. Let me just put this in. Let me see 1 second. Wait. Yeah, got it all right there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put your boarding passes in the machine over here. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken. Yep, it's right in there. Okay. All right, let that process, and then I'll get that actually handed to you in just a minute. But is there anything else that you needed to know? No? All of your paperwork, I'm actually going to put it all in here. I have it labeled. This is your vacation. This is your excursion. This is your land excursion. That's your water excursion right here. And then over here, you're going to have your check-in time, your check-out time. This is your boarding pass. This is going to be, it's going to tell you everything that you need to bring on your travel. Like what you need to pack and everything. They always recommend to pack lightly, but always pack for 3 months. So I know I bring like 5 suitcases wherever I go. Even if I only go for 1 day, I bring 5 to 7 suitcases full of stuff. I mean, my closet can't even fit that much stuff in there. Really, all of my clothes fills up probably 2 suitcases. But I bring 5 empty suitcases just because you never know, right? I might just go on this crazy spending spree and decide to buy up everything. You know, it happens sometimes. Yeah. And yeah, I know you have to pay extra, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. And the cool thing is if you lose one of your luggages, yeah, there's nothing in it. So. Perfect. I know. A lot of people think I'm a wacko, but really, I'm really just, because think about it. Let's say we went somewhere and you had to buy a bunch of stuff that you just had to have, all these trinkets and things from the locals. You had nowhere to put it. Well, you had those extra 5 suitcases. You'd be like, wow, I bought $3,600 worth of local trinkets. It's a good thing I brought these extra 5 suitcases or I'd have nowhere to put it. See? All right, well. Enough of me being silly and stupid. Let's finish up. I know, I'm sorry. I am a little hyper today. It's just because I'm so excited about your vacation. You know, I guess I'm vicariously living it through you. So thank you very much. Now, it looks like it is finished processing. Here's your, see it's got the wording on it, so I'm going to put it over here. Now, I'm going to mail all this to you. I was going to hand it to you, but actually I'm going to mail it to you. Because you're not going for a few months anyway. So yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, you don't have to pay, you know. You've already, it's free. Yeah, isn't that amazing? I know. How do I do it? I don't know. But anyway, I hope that you enjoy your vacation. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. I did put my number in there. Okay, well, thank you, and enjoy. Until next time, bye.